1937. Okay. Okay, 1937. But it could also be her 0408. Or it could be 4837. So we've got a few codes there we can try. Let's try 1937. Well, that's been used before, so it's probably not that one. Let's try 4837. No? Let's try 0408. Yeah, there we go.
Bauer, are you little?
Dear Mr. Herhoss, I completely understand the Brown Shadow's anger should the expedition fail. That being said, I urge you not to hold it against Herberger or my fellow scientists. If blame there is to be, then look rather to Leon Cobitus. His lack of goodwill has become increasingly apparent throughout. Indeed, it would become as no surprise to me if his intention was to sabotage the whole expedition right from the very outset. Nasty.
All shipshape. Typical Bauer.
Okay. I've still got this other tent.
There's nothing more to do here, I guess. I should leave the camp now.
No, I want to go in here.
But you'll have it coming, Bauer.
I hope you're not thinking of going inside my tent, Cobatis.
Not really. Okay, how do we get out of the camp? That way? No? This way? Probably up that way. I need a quick bio break. I'm going to top my coffee up as well or get something else to drink. So give me a couple of minutes. I shall be right back. Okay, back again. Let's head out of the camp. I think you can walk a wee bit faster than that. What's he thinking?
Better get going.
Why were you getting the choice to go back in case you'd forgotten something? We've got food. Well, we've got biscuity things. And we've got our water. As the tree collapses on his head. Oh, flowers.
Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountain soon, or we won't survive.
That looks like Tibetan type flags, isn't it? That I just saw somewhere.
Autumn is
There.
here. We'd better leave the mountain soon, or we won't survive.
Right, can I go up this way? No. Right, so we're going along this way instead.
Anyone there? Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out.
Inspect the equipment left, okay. Oh, somebody's left their water.
Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's sour all over. One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. Most probably Sour. But what made him leave in such a hurry that he left behind all his gear? I'd better have a look around to find out what happened here. What on earth is that? That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while.
What's happened there, Miss Pin?
I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation.
What's happened with it? I've had that happen after a Windows update. It's usually not any Streamlabs. But,
God's name is that?
so my partner keeps asking me why I need half an hour beforehand to get ready for streaming, but this is why. You have to check everything works before you go live. My capture card doesn't come on sometimes, or it doesn't pick up the sound, but it picks up the picture. Is that Sour?
Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found.
Is that a...
A go room. Yes, it's a go room. I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path. Hurry, we must go fetch the others.
You go. He looks injured. I'd better stay and try...
I usually just end up switching everything off.
Right, Leon.
Go put the kettle on, have some
Don't
coffee,
lose him.
come back, switch it all back on again, and usually it just fixes itself.
All right, little fella. Don't move. I'm coming to get you.
That just looks like a chimpanzee. Reach the Goron. What we're looking at? What are we looking at? Hey Nolax, good morning. Good morning still. Good afternoon to you. St. Andrew's Day. It's St. Andrew is the patron saint of Scotland. The same as how England has St. George and Ireland has St. Patrick. Nothing really special happens on the day in Scotland, but I thought I'd put my flag up and everything. It's just to show off that it is St. Andrew's Day. We don't do anything special, but... Yeah, a bit like that, yeah, but we don't get the day off. Or anything. So. Yeah, it's just for Scotland, but we don't get a day off or anything, so yeah, sort of sucks, doesn't it?
The trunk isn't very thick.
I could break it. So how are you today? Welcome back. Nolax is here. He's got his machete stuck. Go on, you can do it. There we go. We got it out. I just been out running. Come on, chop it down. So we can cross the river. on, push, 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 push. See now, that's not how you fell a tree. I have felled several trees in their
Now's
garden.
not the time to get a dunking.
Oh right, what are you going to be streaming? Not working at all. Hmm. You're going to be carrying on with your Legend of Zelda. It's so annoying when things don't work. We'll just all have to watch Nolax later on instead. Thursday is Zelda days, okay.
Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you.
As if he's going to
I just
understand
want
that.
to look at your wound.
Oh, look at the face.
What can I give him to show I mean no ill?
Okay, Nolax, take care. Thanks for dropping in past. Biscuits.
There you go.
Oh, he's going to love that. A dry, hard biscuit.
Good boy. It's all right.
Oh, sorry. What do I do? What am I meant to do? Back off, that's it. There. Keep backing off.
Don't be afraid. You're all right, fella.
That's it, back off into the water.
Good boy. Eat up, fella.
Go on then. It's delicious. What's going on? You went up too quick. Let him have his biscuit. Adamus, good morning. This is a Goron, I think they've called it in here. It's like the abominable snowman, or the Yeti, or...
It's good, isn't it? Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right?
No, don't touch it. He's gonna get grumpy.
Look, little fella. If you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later, yes?
He doesn't know what you're saying.
It's broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better. Hold on. I'll be right back. Just be patient, little fella. I'll be right back.
Apply a splint. Okay, so we need to find some wood. Can I get that over there? What are we doing this for? Okay, I got liana strips. I heard that somewhere else today, or yesterday when I was watching somebody's stream. Oh, it was Nuke. It was the other day. That was it.
They should do fine to hold the Goron splint together.
Yeah. The biscuit didn't look very nice anyway, did it? Right, let's go over to here. I still need to find a bit of wood. Ah, here we go. Sticks. Take. Perfect.
They're straight enough to help get the Gorun back to camp.
Yeah, nice spiky bits just to stab him in the leg. It's only 11:35 here. Right, can I interact with him again?
Here we go, fella. This is going to sting a little.
East Coast. East Coast America.
There, wasn't so bad, was it?
Let's just spike case with all these. Star sand. Just have a coffee and have a relax MS
Now
Paint, and
we just
then
need to find a way to get you back across.
just reset your camera up. It's not too hard on Streamlabs. I accidentally deleted all my chroma settings the other day on my webcam, so that was my fault. So I had to reset all that up again. And I was figuring out how to do an animated background on my green screen.
Did you do that, little fella? Well, better drawing than talking, huh?
Because I wanted an animated background for tomorrow when I'm doing Dwarf Fortress. Star sand. Oh, I think I asked for that as well. That looks pretty good. I presume they've probably come out with that because of the resurrection of Dune and that in the new films. It does sound good. I do that as well. I forget which games I've asked
Now
for.
we just have to wait for the others.
Oh, I've already typed this in before into the press site, so I must have asked for it. Yeah, I did put a request in for it as well, MS Paint.
Huh? Oh, you want another biscuit? You learn quick.
But I haven't had a key in, so not so far anyway. But you play more survival games than I do, so.
It was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason.
There's not many games I won't play. I don't like platformer games, and I don't like Metroidvania much.
When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same point of view. They seemed blinded by the discovery. They
We're gonna
couldn't
capture
see
it.
the individual.
I just can't stand it when you have to be so perfect to leap onto things, or being chased at the same time, having to avoid things while you're jumping.
It was clear the young Goran wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
Well, release it, let it go. Make out that it broke free.
What is wrong with it? Fruit. Have some fruit.
You shut him up in a cage. What do you expect? He's frightened.
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it.
Yeah.
What's that?
They're not happy you've caught their friend. Locate the source of the cry. There. What noted? Yeah, they are. He's got his gun with him though. He's probably going to shoot it, didn't he?
Pass me the rifle.
There we
Must be
go.
the Goran's mother. If we give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen? Are you mad? All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her, Burger. Wound her. They will never get her back alive.
Who said we needed her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
No!
Quite right. Just saying thank you.
Sorry about that, Burger. But I couldn't let you shoot them. Reinhardt, you alright?
He's dead, Jim.
But he's killed Burger. Bauer, wait. You saw. It was an accident. He was going to kill the Goran, sir. So I had no intention to.
Shut it, assassin!
At least he's still alive.
My head.
Okay, they've buried the other guy, it looks like. Have they moved out? Maybe the creature will come back. Oh no, they're still here. Try to escape.
Oh dear Lord. Burger. I'm sorry. I never meant to.
Anything else? You pick up a stone or something? Sharp thing?
That stone looks sharp enough. If I can reach it, maybe I can cut myself free.
That's too far away.
I'll bring him some soup. We can't let him starve to death.
Bastard doesn't deserve food.
Typical horse, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
Are they showing up in your
Afraid I was going to run for it.
device manager, or is maybe the USB ports knockered or
They
something?
intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Berger.
Doesn't surprise me. I came across a letter from Bauer that made me the scapegoat for everything that's gone wrong. Bauer had been planning this for some time now.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you.
He's gonna set me free.
You must pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible. Hear me?
Yes, but what?
And go live with a Goran.
So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea. MS Paint. Fresh pair,
Always remember
fresh mind on
my
it.
love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon, your Alpine lover.
Dana!
From Liverpool.
Oh my goodness! Dana! What's wrong, Puppet? Lena, come, quick!
Winter 37.
Dear Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on.
We're up to 5 degrees outside today.
I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase.
Oh, she looks as though she's pregnant. Medication.
Medication to treat my cough. Mama is forcing me to take it again since I collapsed after getting Leon's letter. I should pack it. I can't believe Leon is on the run, all alone in those mountains in the middle of winter.
Do I need to read it again? Yeah. It's been months since I last wrote. I hate myself for not sending you news more often and for not being able to receive news of you, but our expedition has taken us far from civilization and from its conveniences. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. Today my companions are getting ready to return home. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors, Something bad happened during the expedition. I no doubt am partly to blame, so here in these frightful mountains I shall remain for some time more. You'll probably hear them say all sorts of things about me, not very pretty things, I would imagine. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. I hope that these lines, scribbled off in a hurry, will allow you to understand what happened, and that your feelings for me will remain intact. Once we had cleared away the unavoidable logistical administrative matters, the Origin expedition left behind Kantar, the capital of Baltayar, as well as any trace of civilization. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew. All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Goron, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. Our Sherpas did not want to linger and were clearly utterly terrified at the thought they might encounter humanity's missing link. Origin scientists were on a mission to capture Goron and bring it back to Europe. The Brown Shadow, our wealthy benefactor, intended to boast to the international scientific community about its extraordinary discovery. As you know, several members of our group were entirely in agreement with its line of thinking. Others simply saw it as a generous and accommodating sponsor. Above all, we all shared a love of science, and were not bothered by the fact that it sometimes required us to make some nauseating compromises. For weeks on end, we explored every mountain and valley around camp to no avail. There was not a single Goron in sight. A few blue bears succumbed to our thorough investigations, as they are somehow similar in shape, but the mysterious man of the mountains remained unseen. Autumn was approaching. The river started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing on for our toils was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense, especially our chief, Reinhard Berger. Each morning he sent a team out in every possible direction in search of any trace of the Goron. We were racing against the clock before the harshness of winter forced us back down into the valley. Yesterday at dawn, I left on Reinhard's orders to look for Horst Sir, who had decided to follow the stream up the mountain. Horst was undoubtedly the least experienced mountain climber among us, and Reinhard was worried, as he had not yet returned to camp. I eventually found him quite high up at a fork in the stream on an islet covered in everything the water had swept up. Horst pointed at a pile of sticks from which I could occasionally hear something, or rather someone, wailing over the noise of the bubbling stream. We could not believe our eyes. It was not quite human, not quite animal either. Its shape and fur looked like the accounts we had gathered. It would appear Horst had found what we were looking for, the infamous Goron, abominable snowman to some, and the ghost of Baltayar Mountains to others. I told my friend he should immediately go inform the rest of the expedition while I tried to reach the tiny creature, tangled up in the middle of the island. Getting to the creature was quite a trial, but I will spare you the details. Its leg was seriously wounded. I attempted to secure it in a makeshift brace, and the creature finally accepted my help after I gave it a cracker. I then tried to bring it to shore. It was a young specimen, my darling Dana, almost like a child. As soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason, some sort of primitive hominid. When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same point of view. They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual. It was clear the young Goron wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense. It would be nice with some little music in the background. It was quite a challenge to calm them down and convince them the odd little creature that needed food and medical attention. We eventually brought it back to camp where I worked on repairing its fracture and dressing its wounds. I even managed to feed it some hardtack with jam. Night was falling. For a while my companions appeared to be treating the little Goron with some degree of clemency, and they agreed the battery of tests to be inflicted upon it could wait until the following day. That evening, we all joyfully raised our glasses to the occasion. Reinhard Berger had hidden a few bottles of champagne and schnapps in the bottom of our trunks just for the occasion. Around midnight, our small prisoner began to moan. It was a long and painful whine that echoed off the cliffs all around. We were tired from the events of the day. Some of us had knocked back quite a few and were not prepared to listen to screeching cries just as we were about to turn in for the night. We walked over to the cage. Reinhard Berger tried to calm the Goron down, but to no avail. He was threatening to gag it when a booming growl rang out from the depths of the rocks, answering the young Goron's cry. The huge shape of what indeed appeared to be an adult Goron sliced across the moonlight and walked menacingly towards us. It clearly intended to free its kin. I advised my friends to clear the way and let this towering creature, probably the infant's mother, go by. We all know how painful maternal instinct can be. What a lot of reading. We've seen all this. Alas, Reinhard was not of the same opinion. He grabbed a rifle. Our expedition would be considered a success whether the Goron was dead or alive. Without so much as a second thought, I jumped on him right when he was about to pull the trigger and tackled him to the ground, so that the powerful anthropoid who saw us as a mere obstacle between her and her son would not trample him. Mother Goron destroyed the cage in the blink of an eye, breaking the bamboo bars like they were made of straw. She grabbed her infant and vanished from sight. I stood up, but Reinhard Berger did not budge. He was lying on the ground, dead. When he fell, the unfortunate buggers hit a rock, and it was my fault he was dead. As far as my friends could see, I was not trying to protect him from the Goron, but on the contrary, trying to keep him from shooting her. My dear Dana, I must admit that both these thoughts crossed my mind simultaneously for a split second. I considered the Goron to be a human being, a primitive one, but certainly not a wild animal, one who kills without hesitation. As you may have guessed, Sir Jaeger and Bauer disagreed. As they saw it, I was the person who irresponsibly murdered their leader, and they intended to hand me over to the authorities in Kantar once we came down from the valley. They were so vehemently upset with me, I quickly understood they were incapable of mercy or understanding. They pulled me away from the group and tied me to a tree. After they buried Reinhard, my once-upon-a-time friends decided to put an end to our gruesome adventure as quickly as possible. They apparently wanted to leave straight away the next morning. Horst Sauer is to thank me for writing you this letter today. He told them he was bringing me food and took the opportunity to untie my hands. I can only imagine the bond we had created over the past weeks prevailed, and perhaps he felt the same way I did about the Gorons and their human-like qualities. I honestly do not know. I slipped away in the dark without further ado while they were sleeping. Oh, the last page. So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like. But always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world, and my greatest wish is to hold you in my arms again. Okay, right. That was that. What's this?
I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye, dear diary. That scientist I met at the refuge, Horst Sauer, he brought me the letter after his return from Baltayar.
Okay. Right, what else do we have? What's over there?
I was planning to give up all my old toys and dolls. But now I guess I'm going to need them in a few years.
So she is expecting. She is pregnant. Can I look in there?
I'll put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going.
Where are you going?
Junta inspired me, I guess. I'm almost done here. I just need to add my medicine and the brochure Herr Zimmer gave Papa and Mama. Oh, and a little souvenir of them would be nice.
Okay, so we've got the medication. So she's going to a sanatorium.
I'm almost done here. I just need to add my medicine and the brochure Herr Zimmer gave Papa and Mama. Oh, and a little souvenir of them would be nice.
Okay, so we don't have that items yet. Yeah, they're sending her to rest since she's pregnant. That looks like the photo over here.
Poor Papa and Mama. They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret. That secret I dared not speak about to anyone. Not even you, dear diary. Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father. There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama. But they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna. Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy. But what seems to have affected him the most was to ask Herr Zimmer for help. Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl, but I know it's not true.
Okay, so we've got the photo
I'll
now.
put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than
Yes.
risking to lose you where I'm going.
Wrong case. Let's go for this one. So we need to find the sanatorium brochure. So where's that going to be? That's it. That's how things used to work long ago.
No need to go in the bathroom. I've already packed my toiletries, and I won't feel sick again until tomorrow morning.
They used to do that over here as well. So where's the sanatorium leaflet? Oh, right, we're looking out the window. I don't think it's as bad over here as it used to be.
I hope you are well, Leon, wherever you
It's
are
a stupid thing, isn't it? Really stupid idea. People really shouldn't worry about what other people think of them. Because in the end it doesn't matter, it's how you feel.
Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy.
Right, where's this leaflet? I need to find this leaflet. Oh, there's flowers. There we go.
As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months. They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying eyes.
There's been a lot of
My
weird
parents have accepted the offer
ideas
from
over
their
this,
longtime friends,
over
the
the
Zimmers,
history,
to
isn't
pay
there?
for my hospitalization at the sanatorium.
Zimmers again.
The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama.
We need to track down these Zimmers. They might be able to give us some info. It's been a really good one, this.
But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Wagen in
they've
the Brown Shadow.
They've made up for the
whereas Mama
disaster
and
of
Papa
Syberia
can't.
3. It's sort of tying everything together. No, I'm not, I still think we've got a bit to go. Yeah, exactly, Adam Morris. and people are still treated that way. Unfortunately, by some other people.
The ideal summer and winter resort in the most picturesque and enchanting spot looking over the River Dombra. Well, let's hope that's true.
Right, so that's where we'll be heading next. Oh, you've been there. Yeah. Oh, DR.
Come on, Dana. There were enough tears already.
Okay, so that should be everything.
Well, that should be it. All I need to do now is to conclude my diary entry and hide it somewhere safe with Leon's letter.
Okay. Back over to the table. Bye-bye, diary. It doesn't look...
Now you
It
know
looks that way,
everything,
doesn't it?
diary.
Yeah.
It is now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while.
A snowflake. A snowflake fell past the window. And another one. I don't know, Miss Paint. It's about 14 hours, the game, it was saying. I think I've done... It must be close to that. I've only got about another hour that I can stream today, unfortunately.
All I can hope now is that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains. And that he will find a way to come home and clear his name. We will wait until then, me and the baby.
Kate Walker. Okay, we're back into the present day.
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
Yeah.
Well, all I know is that my family on my mother's side came from Europe. Well, like a lot of New Yorkers, right? I don't know from where exactly, but... And then there's the music box my mother left me, which it turns out plays the Vaughan anthem. I mean, it all seems so magical. Almost like destinies at play.
Or a coincidence, Kate Walker? The law of coincidences states that the more an individual is liable to believe in coincidences, the more coincidences happen to them.
But then there's the fact, Oscar, that everyone keeps telling me Dana and I look so much alike.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
According to the diary, Dana left for a sanatorium outside of
This,
town.
isn't it?
The records might
So
tell
cute.
what became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it,
The
Kate
face
Walker?
is just... I love the paw, the paws on the
pogrom
front.
that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it is very likely she was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes. But what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow. As long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you.
The pogrom. Yeah, the pogrom, Adamaris. That was a word I didn't know either earlier, and I looked it up. Very Manu knew what it meant. Basically, it's the persecution, like of the persecution of the Jews during the Second World War. That's what the pogrom means. It's a persecution of another race. I'd never heard that word before. Right, so we are going to find out about these pogroms. Not really MS Paint. It's more just a point and click adventure. But
Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed Frank Hoss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the refuge. Looks like he never forgave them, and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker. But the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
Come on, Oscar, we need to find more clues.
I just want to go back in here for a second, because the Brown Shadow symbol was on the wall. I just want to see if I could click on that. Yeah.
The room was ransacked and pillaged during a pogrom of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Dana was away that day.
Okay, let's head back out. The Brown Shadow are basically just the same as the brown suits during for the Nazis.
So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications.
Dear Herr Rose, please accept my heartfelt thanks for the donation Herr Zimmer made to our institution on your behalf. Therefore, it is my pleasure to inform you that Dana can remain with us until December 38th, as you asked. It is indeed the most reasonable thing to do regarding the deterioration in her health.
That's a good clue, I guess, but I need to find more.
There's the DR again.
Dana's initials.
Anything else? Okay, I can't do anything else here. Let's go back into the room. We're just gonna have to climb back out again. Find out about the pilgrims. There's nothing else there. Can't look at the painting. It's an unusual word because it's not. I mean, we do. You have heard of it, okay? So you say. I mean, we would just call it the Holocaust. So. Oh, we read that before. Wonder if there's oh, there's the history book that we read back down here.
Huh. According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938.
Anti-Vigarian laws are passed. Osterthal is annexed by the Brown Shadow. Brown Shadow organised the night of pogroms against the Vigarian community, and especially its members living on the Bridge of Mists. 43, the Allies declared that the annexation of Osterthal and Austria were null and void. Okay.
We're getting close, but it's not enough to draw conclusions yet.
So what do we need to do now? Can we talk to the shop owner, you think? No, she's still there.